no sense. You don't hear me talking to you, you can't have no friends. I'm on your body like niggas on bitches in the summer. You lit and match your match, cause I'm the one that what's your number? You won't find nobody better than I. Who better than Kai? Rhetorical, don't need no reply.
Hey, I just wanted to come and, while there wasn't so much hassle, and give a few remarks. I'm not going to respond to a lot of stuff because I didn't see it. This is only based on what I know, and then I'll be done. All right, so anyway, welcome if you're watching. All right, and if you're a deep diver, welcome back. Um, so the issues that happened with me, and hey, pretty black, how are you? How you doing, honey? Um, I'm just gonna do a brief run through. I'm sorry, I gotta give y'all this, and this isn't a judge live, but hey, Six Doves, I just came to talk a little bit, and I'm gonna be out of here, and I'll love on y'all a little bit, but I want to just address some of the stuff because I'm so much is going on, but. So I just want to come out first and preface and just say, pay attention to the fact that nothing that's happening now had anything to do with the group. So the information, like the DMs, that are being dropped, or it's, the messages, it was agenda based, right? Because if it had anything to do with what happened in the group, then we would have dealt with it, right? Um, but to say that these are coming out because somebody played it in your face, no, that's not why they're coming out. They're coming out because a certain person wanted to expose those DMs so that there would be action with me on the YouTube streets. You absolutely wanted people to attack me. That's the reason why you put those DMs out, right? You didn't like my responses to your questions, which is, as adults, that's what we get to do. We get to have a difference of opinion. And if you don't like that, then you deal with those particular issues, right? You don't take out DMs and put them out in the street unless you do want that person to be attacked. It was intentional and it was deliberate. There was a reason for it being done, right? And I get that because questions about my past weren't asked. If there were in particular questions asked about my past, I answered those questions, but we never had to sit down to address everything that happened in my YouTube past. Nor am I going to be held to the smoke about things that happened in my past on this app, just like nobody else is, right? You're not going to hold me to that or put a standard up for me that you, in fact, don't even hold up for yourself. I will never let anybody do that in my entire life. In my real life that I live on this earth, nobody can do that to me. And I sure as hell am not going to allow anybody to do that to me on an app. But let's call a thing a thing. Was happening with those DMs or text messages have nothing to do with what happened in that group. She was a part of that group, but those DMs, right, weren't about what you felt was going on in the group. No, you want to put those out because you wanted people to attack me. But hey, here's the thing. Anything that I said, whether it was impulsive at the moment, hey Looney, or whether I'm still feel it right now, I said what I said. And I meant what I said, okay? But what I did, a big disservice that I did to myself, and it is a character flaw that I am working on, is that I trust people too quickly, and I need to learn to stop doing that. I was wrong in the people that I trusted with those DMs because on a daily basis, we do have opinions as human beings, whether it be with our family, our girlfriends, what we think in our head, but all of your thoughts, you can't be trusted with people. Because when the chips fall, people will take your thoughts and your private things that you said to them and they will put it out for the world, right? And that is something that I was told and I did it. And now these are the repercussions, but it's part of the course, right? This is YouTube. People are going to make their money and they're going to have content. Yeah, excuse me. Um, and I'm their content. And I get it. Make your money. Make your money, baby. But I understand exactly what this is. People that I barely know, right, are attacking me about comments that I made. And I'm a big girl and I stand 10 toes down on it and I could take it. It's how I felt. It's my flaw. It's a gross error on my part. I trusted too many people with my thoughts. It is what it is. I will have to deal with that. You understand that? And it's something I've noted. And moving forward, I will deal with people very differently. I will. So I don't want anybody to get mad if they feel like, I've deleted them or I'm not, dealing with them. It is, honest to God, it is no slight on you at all. But I'm just protecting my circle a little bit and making it a little tighter because I realize where I've erred in a gross way. I can't say I erred on the way that I felt. I feel what I feel and have my reasons for how I feel about it. All right, and that's that. So that's the beauty that came out of what could have been a particularly not so great situation is that there's always beauty in something. You always find a way to refine yourself and get better from mistakes that you made. But I'm able to be pretty clear and transparent with those things where other people probably would not. I can say, "Hey, I made a big error here." Okay? Um so also understand that, everybody ain't built like me. You know, when people are upset, they deal with issues how they deal with them, and that's it. So, oh boy, but now let's go on. Let's move on to this. I don't need to create fake relationships on this app or anywhere. So, if I made a comment about something that happened, it's because it did, and it was my experience. And it's my documented experience because I'm never going to say anything that I cannot back up, right? With that person as an adult. When I'm not aligned with somebody or a person, I remove myself. Sometimes I remove myself too quickly. Sometimes people say our heart goes. I am working on it, and whoever's told me that many a times in the past. But other times you do. You just have to move away and you have to move forward in order not to create dissension, right? Which is why everything that I think I don't put out on the YouTube streets because it's the way I feel. Because adults don't operate like that. We have thoughts about each other all the time, but we don't put them actually out onto the YouTube streets because we don't want to. Wait, is this? Can y'all hear me? God damn it! Can y'all hear me? Hello? Can y'all hear me? Hello? Can y'all hear me? Shit. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Can y'all hear me? Oh, oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. So, like I was saying, my documented experience, when I'm not aligned with somebody, I just move forward. And maybe sometimes I do it too quickly and I don't do it in the right way, but I do it. Um, because there are plenty of people that I've left alone and I wish them well. I don't have no ill feelings against people because we decided to um, move in different ways. But I don't have to have any hate or hard feelings because I decided to move away from somebody in particular. And I don't understand that either. So, um, and I was told yesterday that someone is saying that I'm making up things that have happened, that there are things that are happening that they haven't been throwing shots and jabs at me when I've been in chats and things like that. That is untrue, and I have no reason to lie on this person. The only reason why I brought it up because it was making it a problem for me to be in the YouTube. I mean, and go in certain chats, and so I stopped going in them because of that particular reason. Every time I was in there, I saw little jabs and throws and things like that, and I thought it was ridiculous because I wasn't doing it in return. And I do have respect for them. But what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to place that light on the person. I didn't want to show that. You gotta be okay. I didn't want to show that. But if you're forcing my hand to show the proof of what you did, I'll do that. I will. I'll put them out. So that's all I'm gonna say. And I apologize also for being so damn helpful for trying to tell a person. I don't know what's all right. So I'm gonna put out those receipts for that, and I'm gonna apologize for ever trying to help somebody. Um, Try to watch out for their self because I felt that something that somebody was doing wasn't really in their best interest. I basically told them to watch their self, and that shit blew up. And the person is angry for whatever reason about it. And I show receipts too as the reason why I felt that. I'll never do that again. I will let people find out for themselves exactly who the people are that they're dealing with because it has come to shoot me in the ass. Okay. All right. Now, in particular, I want to address this issue with Just Jay. Jay, we were friends when I left from over there. When we stopped talking, we had our last text conversation, and I blocked you because I was pissed off. I never went back over to your chat, and I never had any real issues with you. So I thought, okay. I see you didn't like, but that, give me give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm back. All right, so the issue with Just Jay, didn't know that I still had a big issue with her. I put it in the chat that I didn't like her. I'm surprised that she's surprised that I didn't care for her based on the way that she has been moving since we've been friends. Right? I know, Looney. I know. Um, but it is what it is. We're both adults. It happened. I just didn't like some of the things that she did after we were friends. But I can't tell anybody how to move in particular, right? But what I did not do to you, Jay, and what I feel like you did to me was that when you had issues with a particular person on this app, I did not bring them to the carpet. I didn't address them, and I did not make you feel a way about them. That's something that I feel that you didn't have the same respect for me with. Okay. I feel like your anger was very different. You know, that your the reason why you were mad with me, it just seemed different. It seemed elevated to me. And I couldn't comprehend it. Like, why were you going to like these levels to like make it known like how you felt? And I just let you go. I would go into chats and you would turn up, and maybe you thought I was saying things to you and I was not. I was not addressing you, but I've seen things that I didn't like in particular. But the things that we spoke about in confidence or in private, I would never bring to the table because those are things that you shared with me intimately and personally. And I left that alone. I would never bring them to a YouTube arena or to a front stage to talk about that because I don't think I would want anybody to do that same thing to me. As far as you are, I'm square with you. I don't have any issues with you, but I would not join any kind of bandwagon because somebody's because you saw that I didn't care for you. Well, I don't think you were unaware that you weren't particularly my favorite person at the time. No, and I have my reasons for that. But I'm gonna leave that where it is. All right, y'all. So, in relation to Nurse P, I messaged Nurse P and we had a conversation. I did apologize because of everybody. I was regretful that I sent that information to Knowledge. I did not put any of Nurse financial benefit information because I don't know it. Okay, but I should not have sent that to him. I shouldn't have. Um, I shouldn't have. I just shouldn't. There's nothing else to it. Um, but I don't think that Nurse P is my friend. Been hearing time now about her, which is why I kind of moved away from her. Um, she can probably disagree with it, but I know for a fact that it's been. And there are things that she said that really gave me pause because I didn't know why she, of all people, would be saying something like that about me. And it bothered me. And maybe that's common, right? But but even in trusting, even in my feeling that way, it does make it okay for what I did. She know I apologized to her before before she even went live. All right, so that's that, and I'm gonna leave it there because I don't have really anything else to say about that. I don't have no ill will against her, like most people on this app. Um, I want her to prosper. I want her to grow. I want everybody to grow. I don't have any ill feelings against anybody, even that I spoke about. Just because I feel like I don't particularly like you doesn't mean that I want your platform still or don't want you to move anywhere. It's just my feelings, and we all have, you know. I'm a bitch. I'm not gonna apologize for that. I did say that because I don't feel like I need to be addressing anybody in that particular manner. But when I'm feeling away and I'm in a moment, I say what I say. But I shouldn't have said it to the people I said it to. Okay. Um, I'm not gonna again. If somebody comes to me and they have a question about it, I will address the question, but I'll never bring it up here. I have receipts for the things in my last video that people have been saying that I did, and that ain't enough. I don't know what to tell you. I can't co-sign just because some people saying that I did it, but yet don't want to bring out receipts of the things that I did. I can't. 'Cause then I'm going to be saying that I was doxing children, which I don't even know how you did that. But is it exactly? I'm just saying, believe what you want to believe at this point, because there's people actually doing trying to hold me to a fire about some imaginary things that I did in the past. I can't give that to you. I can't give that to you because if you want me to be an honest person, I would be dishonest, saying that I was involved in all this numerous things that they said I was doing. No. And if I did do it, I did it, and then I would say it. But we're not. It's exhausting. I'm just not going to keep doing it, and that's that. One thing I know about the island is that people come over here because of vibe as a judge. And we have a tight camp and its boundaries. And the people who come over here because they know that there are certain places, there's certain boundaries that I have. Yeah, there's certain boundaries that I have that I'm not willing to release. But we still do have a hell of a whole lot of fun, okay? But on that note, I feel like I've said most of these things a million times. And I can't, they haven't changed. Most of the things I've said, they have never changed because it's my story. I'm sticking to it because up a fairy tale myth for people who don't like the remarks that I'm giving. But people can go with what they want at this point. I am not going to keep double back ending to everybody who wants to put out DMs and text messages on me, who wants to show their hand because it's Attack Brenda month. This is not what I do. Uh, if y'all want me to scratch with you, you are going to be disappointed because in my life, I'm not going to sit and go toe to toe with people about private DMs that they put out. I think it says more about them than it says about me that when the chips fall, that this is how they react in situations. Yeah, I don't rock the same way. But when my hand is pulled to the fire and you put out things on me and I have to double back to be able to show where I was correct in it, I will do that. But I don't want to have to. I honestly don't want to have to because I have a lot of DMs of a lot of people talking about each other. A lot, a whole lot. Because people chop it up and we laugh and we joke and we push it out. Most of it is just chopping. It's just fun, you know? I mean, not fun in an evil way. We laughing at shit. People are scratching and we're laughing at the scratching. But we're not bringing it to the YouTube streets. It's who does that? So those are things I'm talking about. Like, I don't move the way y'all move. I just don't. And even if I'm chatty in somebody's DMs, it doesn't mean that I'm operating through these YouTube streets in the same manner. But I see the tactic. I see what is being done. I hope that y'all have fun with it. I hope that you make a bag off of it. And also, I'm not running around screaming, take her down, take her platform down, let's get her out of here. Yeah, no. Because whether your platform blows up tomorrow or sinks the next day, I don't wish you any ill will because I feel like everybody can coexist. But people have other ideas on how this YouTube works. And for the life of me, I still cannot understand it. I don't understand how people operate in life through that and then tell us that you're so happy. Yeah, I ain't getting it. I'm not getting happy feelings. I'm not getting that you're joyful. I'm not getting that in your real life you're really excited about what you're doing. Mm-mm. And I can't put that kind of mojo out into the world and just dump and do crazy things to people and put it out into the atmosphere because I happen to want my life to be good. And I'm going to be here for a few more years, God willing. And so I want whatever energy to come back to me, it be good. But apparently people don't feel the same about their life. They feel like that the things they're doing, that they'll be able to navigate through life in a good way. I don't agree. I don't agree at all. But we all have our thoughts and opinions, like I said, right? Everybody has them, right? Just like we have an asshole, okay? I actually hate that term. Never gonna say that again. Anyway, y'all, that was my, how long was I on here? 26 minutes, half of which I was dealing with this thing. I don't know why I just didn't connect to my Wi-Fi. My tablet is I have it on a SIM card and it has been one of the worst decisions I've ever made. And I'm never gonna do that again. Okay? Never going to. All right, y'all. So I've been taking a back seat right now because I'm working on a lot of stuff, of which I won't tell any of you ever again. Okay, well, it ain't my business. Okay, but I'm working on that, and I'm letting y'all have fun with this. And like I said, carry on, babies, carry on. I love y'all to the deep divers, to those who are watching, to those who've supported me during this time. I love y'all the long way. You know, it's all love over here with Brenda, and did I? You wait, hold on. Before I go, did I make this statement? Okay, I'm going to say this, right? I heard something about how I want to monopolize the board on the young men over in the sectors. Hey guys, hey, listen to this. I don't have a monopoly on anybody. I can't keep anybody over here that does not want to be over here with the deep divers. I cannot. But I'm going to tell you what the difference is. A lot of people come over here because of the vibe, because it's a you feel like you can rest coming from the scratchery, the buffoonery. You feel like you can lay your hair, let your hair down, and it's a soft voice. Which I heard y'all making a whole lot of fun of my voice. Go ahead though. I don't want to yell and scream. That's why my voice got hoarse the other day. It's not what I do. So I am not intentionally talking like this. It is how I am. That's how my energy is. Is where I vibe. Is where I resonate at. And people come over here because they like that. They don't always want to be around somebody screaming and in a masculine energy or around scratchery all the time. Sometimes people want to come in out of the rain and people want to feel, oh, okay, we can rest here. But every now and again, I do get up here and I pop my shit. But even in that, I don't do it heavy. I'm at the place in my life where I just do not want to do that. And if that's what you're looking for, I'm not what you want. Like I said, I'm not going to give you the scratch that you need. I will curl the bitch out every now and again because I feel like I don't like people playing on my top. But then even that gets old because at certain points, people are just going to be who they are. And since I've been over here, this has been who I am. It is. It's who I am. And I've been consistent with that. And if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? So, on that note, again, Brenda is who Brenda is. I'm going to talk like how I talk and I'm going to be like how I be. And I hope everybody else takes that same mission up and operate fully in who they are, honey, because this is all I can give you. Okay? I'm organically going to be who I am and people are going to organically come to me. And that's it. Okay? That's how we found each other. To deep divers, to the folks of Paradise Island. To y'all coming in or going to bed, I hope you have an amazing evening. And I'm out of here, y'all.